That's probably better.
Yes. You know, it's really funny to walk in late to this conversation. I have to say, I walked in, I heard him say, and if you think you haven't cut up your partner, okay.
And buried him in the backyard. Mm-hmm.
I haven't missed the blessing yet there.
You have not missed the blessing part of this conversation. You have, so interestingly, here it is. I mean, this is how it all comes together, right? So the truth of this life is what? Ill will is a reality. Aggression, it's a reality. Pain, suffering, aggressions, microaggressions, self-judgment, self-loathing, they're realities. We're laughing about them, but the truth is we're laughing because we all know something, don't we? We all know that mind. Now, by the way, it is not your true mind. So that's why we can also make fun of it, because yes, everybody has had some murderous thought. And the other truth is, it's not actually who we are. Thank God for that, right? What it is, though, is the mind that is caught in the believed thoughts that somehow there is no other possibility. There is no escape. There is no way out of the difficulty, out of the suffering, out of the confusion, out of the greed, out of the craving, than to get oneself out or to get rid of the other. This is the brainstem. And however, the very knowing it, isn't that wonderful? The very recognition, the very naming, the very saying, I can feel the truth of this, and rather than act, I will abide. That's metta. Rather than act it out as a way of getting rid of, I will abide in the what? Vast, open, infinite, luminous, open heart. We're going to practice today naming now the love objects. We have practiced the phrases in the last week. We have practiced the attention that we know. We're going to now place attention on purpose on the love object. I couldn't think of a better thing to do on the 40th anniversary of my wedding, but to name those love objects. And really, this is a concentration practice. There are 3 objects required for fine attention, stable, concentrated attention in loving kindness practice. It's frequently misunderstood. It is first the love object. It is often supported best by the phrases. Why? Because sometimes we're waiting for a special feeling that never happens. We've conditionalized this unconditional human experience of metta. We have this mind, no, not metta. And so we can't always rely on the feeling of metta, which we're going to practice later in the month, resting in the field, in the feeling itself of metta. But today I thought we'd rest in the objects. Let's call them to mind, rest in them, visualize them, picture them really being in your own heart, in your own field of metta, and let's see how we do with that. And this is dedicated to my husband. And you find who you're going to dedicate this practice of calling and recollecting the love objects. Love objects. We'll see how we do. So let's gather ourselves as we prepare for the sitting. As we begin to turn this most kind, most tender, most loving, most available, let's think of it that way, most filled with the capacity and the potential for loving kindness, even when you can't feel it, we're going to create space for it right here in your own heart mind. May this practice be of benefit to all beings. May they all be love objects. And may contribute to the end of suffering and the promise and the realization for true, abiding, unconditioned love, happiness, and freedom. And may we all awaken to this. And may this practice contribute. So with the strike of the bell, we're just going to find a comfortable posture, a little stable, a little supported. We're going to need a little energy for this. So if you're lying down, you may need to keep your eyes open for this. This is a little vitality. There is going to be a very difficult time trying to call on the love objects and hold them with any kind of concentrated mind when we're drowsy and dull. So see if we can't activate it, kind of energize. So what I'd like you to do is to call on someone to begin this practice as we're establishing our postures. I'd like you to call on someone where there's been a physical felt sense of love, where you've actually been able to say, wow, I can feel the love of this person, either by a sense of security, safety, comfort, connection, belonging, regard, unconditionality, mutuality. See who comes present. And of course, my husband just pops right in there. See who comes for you. You may get a whole directory of others. I just had several others come in. But I'd like you to just take a breath or two, feeling those love objects, and pick the one that feels most vibrant for you. But you're going to do a little review. Like often between a child and a parent, this can be a lot of energy, or between a partner that we have now who we love dearly, and also a partner maybe who is gone, who we have loved as well. It could be a parent, it could be a pet. See who comes, and after we do a little sifting, just taking a few breaths with each. This does not have to be a person who is living. Sometimes the most unconditioned loves are those that are now manifest in our awakened heart mind, with none of the confusion, none of the confounding of our current relative lives. And then I want you to just work on the imagery for a few breaths. See what comes. We're going to place this person first in our mind's eye. It may be an image of them in the present. It may be an image of them from the past. And when we have long relationships, it could be a variety, like a shuffling of images. And if you can sustain a little stable mind with that, you can let that happen. But I don't want you to work too hard on grabbing an image. It may be a little bit of a menagerie, a collage, that's fine. But I'd like you to create a stable sense. And since I have so many images of my love object, which is, or the benefactor or the loved one. You can think of them in all these ways. I am picking a picture of my husband, one that I very favorite picture. And as we breathe up, we can use the energy, the uplift of that energy to kind of cultivate that image. And then on the out breath, we're actually going to draw the sense of that being, the sense of that contact with that being, the sense of the visual with that being down into the heart space. As we breathe them in and out of our own heart minds. And we're just going to hold this image for a time, breathing in and out. There's a lot of initial resistance and sort of attachments that also happen with the love object. And so we're actually just going to breathe. And in that out breath, we're going to hold the images beautifully, vibrantly, and alive as we can. On the out breath, we're going to let go, however, of all of the storyline that comes with this. All of the yeah buts, all of the but not nows, all of the if onlys, all of the why nots, all of the if only it was always like this. We're going to reduce and release the conditional with each out breath. I want you to see what you need to let go of. Breathing that special loved one present, solidifying and enlivening that image, that presence. Be like wrapping your arms around them with the in-breath and drawing them in close with the out-breath. Let them touch right into the heart tissue, right into the cells, the pores, right into the blood. Let them completely integrate. You're breathing them alive in your own awakened heart. You're making it bigger, that loving heart with each breath. And remember, we're going to begin by breathing in remembrances of kindness, remembrances of acts of love, acts of charity, acts of service, acts of goodness. I want you to recollect this loved one. I have a beautiful, lots of years to draw on. We're just going to breathe in the love that this person has offered. So we're going to put flesh now, would be a way to think of it, on the image with the realities of this person's goodness. My husband makes dinner often for the family every Sunday. And that is essential goodness. He works hard. And he cleans up, which is even more amazing. It might be a person who is generous or patient, one who is lighthearted, one who is committed to your well-being. One who's taking care of you or her family or other loved ones without resentments, without complaint. Maybe it's a person who you sense is looking out for you, who is on your side, whether you see them or you don't, who knows you in some way by heart. And as you're breathing in the remembrance of this love, I want you to keep checking into the body. Noticing what's in release and what is in contractedness or tightness or we're going to use this beloved to cultivate this feeling of metta in our own hearts and our own bodies. Breathing them in and out as best you can. And of course, because none of us are perfect, when we talk about unconditioned love, it doesn't really mean perfect. It means that we know that our own goodwill, our own well being is at the utmost in the mind of this loved one. They want this for us, they wish this for us. They have breathed these wishes to us, whether they've ever known about this practice or not. And wherever they are, however they are, they're likely doing it now. And you're just opening that heart channel. Taking in that love and feeling the effects. We're just going to continue to concentrate, place the mind with intention on purpose, on the felt sense of love, on the memories of love. And, it's not the kind of romantic flower love that we're talking about here. It's not the love of desire. It's not the love of craving, of sexuality, of possessing. It is this completely free, unconditioned love, as best that person could offer that to you. So we're simply breathing in love, its memory, its felt sense, its imagery in the form of the beloved. And we're just letting the whole mind body be marinated, permeated, immersed in that loving experience. And if you notice you get a little distracted or you begin to wander off, just come back, reconnect with the love object. And then you can begin to imagine this special one offering these wishes of goodwill, these blessings, this love, this friendship, this kindness to you with these phrases or others like them. You may have even think of something they have said to you. Something they've written. Picturing their face, looking in their eyes, drawing them close. And feeling the sense of these offerings. May you be happy and healthy. Let their wish for you wash over you. Make sure it enters into the heart space, both physical and emotional. May you be healthy and happy. May you be free from distress. May you have ease and well-being. Can you feel that wish for you? It's real. May you see the good in you that I see. Letting that friendship, that friendliness, that goodwill, and those blessings, let them radiate down on you. May my love fill your heart with love. This is where we get it. It has been offered to us. May you be safe and may you be peaceful. And may you remember that you are loved right now. Love being poured into you, over and through you. Letting the heart space expand so that we can take it all in. You may be able to hold the image supported by the phrases. You may get a felt sense or you may not. Remember, this is the most difficult. Right now, we're primarily concerned about the holding this loved one in our own hearts. It's also interesting for me to see what gets in the way. See if you notice any obstructions, obscurations. Is it your own self-doubt? Is it not trusting love? Is it being perfectionistic and going, yeah, but? See what might climb in and actually minimize the truth of this person's wishes for you. Continue to let it move over and through you, cultivating as best you can a sense of openness, of ease. What would it be like if you could remember your own goodness, like this special one sees you? How would you live? Let it warm you, let it create space or light, let it heal you. Your own capacity for love is rooted in this. Make contact with it in every breath. Let it not be demanding, but gentle, tender, open. And from the fertile soil of that love comes your own. We're going to now add to that initial source of love and expand it to include all the love we have offered throughout all time. Love to partners, love to children, love to pets, love to strangers, kindness, moments of generosity, moments of true care, moments of stepping in, being on someone's side. You can recollect these moments now. And I'd like you to imagine yourself now, picking yourself with that loving, kind, generous, patient, this essential heart of goodness. How do you look? Are you calm? Are you smiling? Are you in action, offering generosity, care, friendship? And as you see all of the goodness, all of the genuine care, all of the wishes you have offered others for their happiness, for their ease, for their well being. And you've done it billions of times. And as you recollect this, you're remembering your own goodness. And offering these phrases of friendship, goodwill, friendliness, the gift of blessings to yourself. Now you yourself are the love object. And be watchful, see as we sustain our mindfulness, What might get in the way? Have you made the difficult moments, the moments where you were other than most loving, have you made them who you are? Are you sitting in the trance of unworthiness? We know that's led by the brainstem, who sees everything as failed, everything is deficient. See if you could begin to free yourself from these very unrealistic ideas. You were born into this life deserving of love. It is no less true today. And then to support this holding of ourselves as our own love objects, we can offer those phrases as a reinforcement. May I be happy and healthy. Let that wish pour over and through. May I have ease and well-being. May I be free from internal and external distress. May I offer myself these self-blessings, remembering that I am worthy and deserving of this love. May I fill my own heart with loving kindness. And whenever I fail, whenever I fall short, let me just begin again. Bringing that love most present. And see if you can feel where the contractions might be, where the belief thoughts hold us up from offering these blessings unconditionally. Where do we get hooked? If only this. We have conditionalized this love. And as a result, that heart is conditionalized in a way that doesn't let you offer what you really are capable of, not only to you, but to others. And as we place ourselves in this field of loving kindness, remember, let it come in through every pore, every cell, every orifice. You don't just have to breathe it in, you can really soak in it. An object who is a being who has loved us. That love has grown to include ourselves. And then we can offer that to someone we love. And this love is unconditional, even when we recognize that out of fear or pain or confusion or greed, out of our own reactivity, our love has been momentarily shadowed. But as I said, we simply recognize and begin again. And so now calling to mind the love object, someone you love, a deity, a pet, a partner, a child, a parent, a loved one, a whole group of loved ones. And feeling the sense of this love. Feel its spaciousness. And see if you notice how, as we offer this love to the other, we're not nearly as demanding or perfectionistic. Of course, any human makes mistakes, there's errors, but we're not holding our love against this other. We just do that to ourselves often. But we're going to see if we can't open this heart wider. This truly unconditional love. We see the other's goodness. As we offer these phrases to support and generate this love. May you be happy and healthy. May you have ease and well-being. May you be safe and healthy. May you be free from inner and outer harm. May you remember that you are love, and so love. Maybe a simple calm, or maybe just a sense of spaciousness. There may be an energy and activation in the heart space, in that part of the body. Just see what's true. Taking in that love and sending it to this loved one. Letting yourself be the conduit of love. And expanding that field of metta, that loving heart, that heart of goodness, that heart of tenderness, opening it to include the one who has loved you, your own love for yourself, and the love of another, someone for whom you have offered love, calling all that love into the heart, opening, seeing that that heart is vast and open, boundless. The chalice of the heart is immeasurable. And placing all those who might benefit, placing them right there in your own good heart. This very willingness, this very invitation, this very openness, this is metta. And then offering these blessings in all directions. Just filling up that field of metta. May we all be happy and healthy. May we all have ease and well-being. May we all be free from inner and outer harm. May we remember the boundlessness of our own good and loving hearts and that capacity that exists in all beings. May we remember the availability, the capacity, the possibility, and the healing power of love. Let that love, that friendship, that goodwill move in all directions. Letting the love bounce from benefactor to loved one to oneself and back again. The inverse net of love. No limit, nothing but open space. And see if you can rest and find refuge here, right here in your loving heart. No perfection, no getting better, no having to be some other way required. May we all be happy. May we all be free from pain and suffering. May we be grateful and rejoice. May we take delight in our good fortune and wish this good fortune for others. May we rest in vast open arms of wisdom and compassion, big enough, infinite enough to hold the whole of the world. And then we simply breathe with ease. Seeing everything, every being as a love object. Notice that wherever you place the mind, this open heart goes to. And may we all be well. And may all things and beings be well. And may there be peace. Thank you. Thank you for being here for this. So important, right? This practice. And be watchful of the habit for thinking you're supposed to feel a certain way. Remember, it is not a feeling, it's unconditioned. It doesn't matter how you're feeling. That's how big metta is. It doesn't matter if you forgot. It doesn't matter if you couldn't remember the phrase. It doesn't matter because it's already here, already holding us. And when we remember that, we rest and find refuge in it. And when we forget, we suffer. Because we think, nope, some other way, some other day, some other moment, some other me. No, just this one. However you are. So thank you all for being here. And may you be well. And may you be peaceful. And find those phrases. Find the ones that activate that heart, that mind. And I will do it with you. So be well, everyone. It's already a little past 8:30. I'm going to be able to rest easily and well this evening. I hope the same for you. And everyone, be well. Much love to you. And may all beings be well. All right, everyone. I'll see you maybe if you're up early at 7 tomorrow morning, where we'll do another aspect of this practice. I'll look forward to seeing you then. All right, everyone. Love to you.